Hey, welcome to this presentation about Aladdin's News Genie, ANG. I'm David Fliesen, and this is my project that I'm completing for the Agentic's framework course inside of the program for applied generative AI specialization at Purdue University. So with this, I'm going to show you how I put it together. And I'm also a graphic designer, so I wanted to add a little bit more of a graphics feel to this as well, and I'll show you. So as you can see here, this is my Python Jupyter Notebooks file that I put together, and it's basically going to run it in 5 sets of cells. I don't want you to run all because it actually has something that stops at the end, so that would kind of defeat the purpose of starting it and then just stopping at the end. But that's basically so I can close out the server when I'm all done. So we're going to go here to cell number 1. Actually, that's just above here. Cell 1, and this is going to install all the dependencies. So this is going to basically install things like Streamlit, LangGraph, LangChain, Anthropic, the makers of Claude, Request, PyNgrok, and Python.env. And when it's all done, you'll get a green checkbox like you see there. So we'll go ahead and hit the play button on that. And I'm doing this in Google's Colab because I really like it. It's a lot easier to work with, I think, than doing things in local or up on another environment. Okay, here we go. So all libraries have been installed. I go to cell 2. What this is going to do is it's going to load my APIs. Now, you have to be careful with APIs that you're not putting them out there for everybody in the world to go and take your code and start using your tokens up on you. So this has a nice thing in Google Colab. It has these things called secrets. And these are all of my different APIs and tokens, things that I need to access. Now, because I'm using this in the notebook, I want to make sure that these are all checked. Even though I'm only using, I think, 5 of the 6 here, but just check them all to be safe. And I'm going to go ahead and run this so I can load those API keys from Colab Secrets. And as you can see, it took 0 seconds to do that. Gave me a green checkbox. Come down here. So when I come here, what this is basically doing is it's going to put together all of the files that will be used on the website once we put the website up. And these text strings that you're seeing here, this is what's called base 64 encoded binary data. So it's basically turned it into that, and you're going to be surprised with as much code is in here. When I hit this, how quickly it does it. 0 seconds. But let's scroll through it here. This is all of the strings that were put together for this. And we'll see at the very bottom here the files that it creates. Okay, so at the bottom here it shows it created 4 Python files, a utils, a news fetcher, a workflow, and an app. The graphic is put together as a logo B64 in a text format, and then it has a styles file, which is a cascading style sheet for the website. As you can see here, all files were written, and we go to cell number 4, and this launches ANG. Basically using Streamlit and putting this onto ngrok. Now, this is actually going to be, this tab that I'm in right now for this Python file is going to be what actually serves it up. So you have to make sure you don't close this out or you're basically shutting down the server. So I come up here and I hit play. And we go down to the bottom here and we'll see when it's all ready. It'll give me a URL. And there we go. So it's using a tunnel system. And you'll see here there's a 5th area we have, which is a stop cell. So after I'm all done, I'll use the stop cell to basically shut things down so that my tokens aren't continued to be used. So I click that, it uses Streamlit to open up the new page, and there is my system. Okay, there's my ANG. I tried to work a lot into this to give it that kind of Arabian Nights Genie feel to it. Things like consult the oracle, speak your wish, the genie hears all. You can submit your wish, vanish your memories, your wish is my command. And then these things are called the Oracle's realms. So you have your chatbot here in the center, and on the right, these are the realms, which give you the things in the different categories. And you can summon fresh scrolls. So I can ask here, what is going on with Iran? And I submit my wish. The genie consults the cosmic scrolls. Okay, it talks here about the military tensions and Trump's rhetoric, economic ripples, effects across the globe, sports diplomacy. And then if I want to add another one here, what is happening with the price of oil? Question mark. And when I first did this, I was getting it so that it kept pushing it down to the very bottom. I had to flip it so that it would put it up on top. So as you can see here, it's stacking these on top of each other, but the most recent's at the top. So dramatic price swings, what's driving it, real world consequence. Now if I want to get rid of these, you click on Vanish Your Memories, and boom, it's cleared. And then I have these, I think we had 3 were required. I put 5 in here. So this one right now, as you can see, is technology. So I can go to one of these. South Africans will be getting less V-Bucks they're talking about. And it opens it up in a separate tab. So it's talking about that currency with V-Bucks. Epic Games is the one that's with. I'll close out that tab. But I can go anywhere from 1 on these all the way up to 10. I do notice at times it kind of sticks like that, and I have to do it twice. There you go. I have to learn how to get that. So I generally like this at 3, so it's a little bit more manageable. Okay, so I can switch over here to finance. Let's see, airlines feels powerless. Let's see what that's about. Amid West Asia conflict. All right. Let's also do sports too. I think those are the 3 that were required ones. So let's see, women's tennis. Yeah, we'll take a look at that. Or the Broncos. Let's look at the Broncos. Okay, as it happened, Eels topple Broncos in attacking feast. Eels have continued their strong run of results at Suncorp Stadium, taking down the Broncos 40-32. Okay, so that gives you a snapshot of these, and I can summon fresh scrolls. Let me go back over here and show you. I also want to stop this, so this basically stops it from using my tokens anymore since I am paying for that. Close that, and that's basically it. One other thing I wanted to show you is I did a mock-up, as you can see here, and with the mock-up, I thought it was a pretty cool way to integrate my design and to the web portal. But I found out the hard way, if you want to do graphics with it and really get all of that stuff in there well, when you do something like this after you make it functional, which is the way I did this, it makes it harder for you to take that and apply it, because if it's in a frames environment, it's going to be basically locked into what it can and can't do, especially if you have a graphic that's going all the way across it with the background and all that. So although I tried to make it look a lot like this, it's not exactly like it. And the thing that I found with that is that next time I do it, I'm probably going to work the graphic elements at the very start, and that way it can structure everything to fit both the way it's going to look and the way it's going to feel to use the site at the same time. So I hope you enjoyed that, and thanks for watching. Get ready to do my final project for the course, and I learned a lot on this one, especially when it comes to agentic frameworks. It's a really interesting topic area. So thanks again for watching.